Hello, I am so glad you're here because I want to talk about trauma. I want to talk about the things that keep us from being all we were meant to be. I want to talk about depression and anxiety and how they can rob you of joy day in and day out. I also want to inform those that don't suffer from depression, anxiety, mental health issues, that it's not so simple as just telling them to get over it. I think that's one of the things that hurts us the most as survivors, because if somebody tells you you need to just let the past in the past and move on, obviously they haven't known the kind of trauma that tortures so many, that helps us, that makes us isolate, draw away from people. It makes us untrusting, that causes problems in our relationships, that robs us of joy. It's real and it's deep and it takes time. Is it possible to heal? Absolutely. I wouldn't be here if I didn't believe that. I wouldn't have spent the past 40 plus years of my life in therapy, in counseling. It's hard work. It takes a lot of courage to start a healing journey. But I want you to start a healing journey with me. I'm on one. Life is a series of journeys. So many things, but especially of self-awareness, of self-respect, of autonomy, of learning how to give and receive. I find most people that have suffered trauma and abuse issues, they have a very hard time receiving love. They spend their whole life kind of cut off. A lot of us are blocked. A lot of us have brick walls up to protect us. The pain is so real. There is a book called No More Bad Parts. It's an awesome book, and it talks about internal family systems, and basically states that in all of us there are many different parts. There might be an inner critic, a child, maybe an optimist, maybe a rebellious teenager, maybe a petulant child. And they're just little snapshots of us throughout our life, especially where there was trauma. But everybody has that, different parts of ourselves. And the object of the internal family systems is to recognize those parts that hold us back and prevent us from joy and happiness and good things. They keep us enveloped in a aura of defeat and anxiety and hurt and pain. And we need to learn how to break out. And by finding these internal parts, these different parts of us, we can help them to let go. My inner child was filled with fear, is filled with fear. And slowly I get in touch with that part of myself and remind her that she is safe now, that she can breathe, that she's not bad, she's not unworthy. And that helps to heal that pain and free us, or free myself, from that place of frozen responses. We get trapped and we need to let them go. I also have an inner critic. I call her Judge Judy. She's mean, she's cruel, and I've had her on my back for most of my life, telling me I wasn't good enough, I need to do more, don't lay down, you're lazy, you need to work, you need to do more, you're not doing enough. And I learned one day that I need to be my own best friend, and that means telling that critic to step back, be quiet, because I can be my own best friend. I deserve good things just like anybody else, no more, no less. In life, we don't ask, we have no choice in who we are, who we come into this life as. We have no choice who our parents are, whether we're born in the United States or a foreign country, whether our parents are black or Indian or Chinese or Asian or Italian or English. We have no choice whether we're male or female, whether we're loved or abused, whether our parents love us or hate us, whether our parents are capable or incapable, whether our parents are sane and good and loving or twisted and evil and inflict pain. We have no choice in any of that. All we have a choice of is what we do with those things we're presented with. I look at my life like I was given a box, like we all were given a box at birth. And in that box is everything from our race, our whether we're rich or we're poor, whether we're intelligent or we have learning disabilities, whether our parents love us or they abuse us, whether we are blessed with support or basically isolated. We all have that, and in that box is everything that we are. Now, some people are blessed and they get rich parents, good country, good learning, very good providers that can make sure we have everything we need as a child. And then there's others like me. I had a box that was full of ABUSE, both physical and sexual, and trafficking, and violence, and hatred, and anger, and just a lot of bad things. And I don't have to give account for those things that were done to me. I have to give account for what I've done with those things. Have I been able to turn them around for good? I want to, more than anything, kick evil in the face. I don't want evil to win. I want goodness and hope and joy to win. I want to show the evil that good is greater. And I hope you want the same thing. That's what this is about. That's what this journey is about. It is a journey of going from being a survivor, which I had to be, and many of you had to be too. Survivors, you had to survive, whether it was in a frozen state or a fight or flight state, or it was just in a fawn, wide-eyed deer, because you were so terrorized as a young child that you couldn't even make heads or tails of what was happening to you. But we do become adults, and hopefully society, if not our families and our friends, hopefully we can learn there is hope. I do deal with depression, terrible, anxiety, enough where I drive my friends up the wall. I drive myself up the wall. And I'm learning how to control it better and better each day, each year that goes by. But it doesn't happen automatically. And I think more than anything, we need support. We need people that understand, people that don't smack us upside the head and say, get over it. Because if it was as simple as to get over it, don't you think we would have? But it's not that simple. We have to go back and find our way where we were led astray, where we were let down, where we were left to fall through the cracks, where the system wasn't able to help us, where friends and family and neighbors weren't able to see what was going on and save us, where we didn't even have the wherewithal to get away, to ask for help, to believe that things can change, that there can be a better life than the one that we are imprisoned in. There is hope, and that's what I'm here to tell you, and that's what this channel is about. Robin Thrives is me finally going from surviving to thriving, something that's been a quest for my whole entire life. And I've tried many different ways, many healing modalities and worksheets and books and you name it. I've tried it. I would do anything. One time I said if I had to stand on my head for 3 hours a day to be free of the internal pain that I know, I'll do it. Sad thing is I can't stand on my head anymore. It's too painful. However, I still am in therapy every week. I've been very blessed, and that's something we want to talk about too, how to be your own advocate, because there are resources springing up everywhere to help people that have come from trauma and pain and ABUSE and all the evils that you can imagine. They have, unfortunately, this world is a lot more cruel than a lot of us would like to think. Some people have not experienced it, and they don't know how blessed they are. Let me tell you, if you did not go through suffering every day or every other day of your life, you're so very lucky. Rejoice, and don't tell people that are struggling. I know it's hard to understand us. We don't understand ourselves. We don't know what will help us, but we can learn, and I'm learning. And as I say, more and more there are resources popping up, and that's what I want to help you find, resources if you're dealing with any type of mental health crisis. SUICIDE, that is on the rise. It's terrible. And depression, and people don't want to be that way. We don't want to feel that way. It's just that we don't know how to get out. We're stuck, not because we're not doing something right, because we were sucked into darkness a long time ago, and nobody showed us how to get out. Well, I'm here to help, if I can in any way, to help you get out, like I'm trying to get out, and I'm achieving freedom every day of my life. That's what this channel is about. Hope. There is healing. There is a place beyond the pain, on the other side of the pain. You have to believe that. You have to keep your hope. Some days, no, you don't have it. Some days, no, I don't have it. But some days you do. And that's what you live for, those moments when you do believe, when you do trust that there is a better way. So my friend, if you like what you hear, please, I'm just learning. I've got a long way to go, but I have so much I want to share, so many people I want to help, including myself. So if you like what you hear, please like the video, subscribe, please, and share it with somebody. And please leave me a comment below. Let me know what you're struggling with, what you would like to hear more about, what you would like to share, any ideas I have. If you would like to jump on board with me and possibly be a moderator as I build this channel. And if you know anything about YouTube channels and you can give me some tips and some help, I welcome that with open arms. I appreciate you being here so much, because if you weren't here, I'd be just talking to myself. So I think there's a lot of people. I belong to some Facebook groups for anxiety, depression, and trauma, and I see that I'm not the only one that hurts so bad out there. I'm not the only one that has suffered at the hands of people that were supposed to love me and care for me. There are many people, there's many hurting, but we can help each other. We can lift each other up, and we can give each other hope, and we can all learn how to thrive instead of just survive. If you're just surviving, that's awesome. Keep on surviving, but know that together we can learn to thrive. Believe it. Thank you. I'll see you again soon. Thank you for being here. Again, please like, subscribe, leave a comment, and share with somebody that might need to hear this. And please give me your ideas. Be blessed. Be kind, especially to yourself. because you deserve that kindness. Bye. Thanks.